Hey everybody, this is JR2576 with another video. Just a couple things I want to demonstrate and show um, as a creator and someone that does stream surf. Uh, just a few things I think that would help promote your level and make it a little bit better if you don't know about it already. Oh, So like when I go into dream surfing, there's a couple things that will make me click on a dream. All right. And I know there's other people like this as well. I'm not the only one. I've had discussions with other people as well. First off is the picture. Try to have a picture that represents what your game's about or a captivating picture of sorts, um, and text at the bottom. I am more likely to click on a game where I know what I'm kind of getting into when I click on it or creation. So like this guy has a decent picture and he has text. So this is a test level for a game that he's working on, which is inspired. That's great. At least I know what I'm going to be getting into when I click on it. Another thing I want to touch on is he says it's a WIP, work in progress. That's big too. If your creation's a work in progress, I would advise putting that in. Just because if I come across it and I do play it, whatever when I leave that game, whatever impression I got from it, that's I'm assuming how the game is. But if it's a work in progress, then I know somewhere down the line he's going to do more to it. So there's a better chance of me coming back to try it again at a later date. If it doesn't say work in progress with WIP, I'm just assuming that's how you left it as is. So there's a good chance I probably won't go back to it. Because as far as I'm concerned, there will be no improvement to it. Um, the text is great too, like I said, because at least I know what I'm getting into. Same thing here. It's a picture made with a joystick. Spelling is wrong, but at least I have an idea of what it is. I have no idea what this is. Um, this here, I would probably click on it just for the picture alone. It is a nice picture, but I have no idea what it is that I'm going to be playing or looking at. Same thing with this. I have no idea what's going on here. Probably same thing with this. I mean, there's no text except that it's a Horror Dreams demo, but I don't know what it is. Is it a first person shooter? Is it top down? Is it like an RPG style? I have no idea. Same thing here. No text. Don't know what's going on in the picture. So, in my opinion and others, if it has a text describing and a good picture, you will get more views. On one of my games that I published, after some discussion with some friends, I changed the pictures and I did a more in depth on the text part, and I did get a lot more thumbs up and a lot more playtime and views because of that. After I updated it with all that, with the new pictures and the text. Now, for pictures, so I will go with this guy. So this is the picture I set for my background, and it's also the picture you would see if you came across this during dream surfing. So what I did is photos. You could take a photo this way, in here, or you go under modes and photo mode. Now, because you're just taking pictures, when you're all done with whatever you're doing on your creation, you can add different elements to make it look more appealing. So like the sun, this, shut down that, shut down that, and then I take a light, say like that. And then you can alter this as well. I'm just doing this real quick now. So it changes the color a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of settings you can do. And then, like I said, you go into modes, picture, and I could take a picture. and it says one photo taken. So now when I exit this, go back in, it will be here. This is the picture I just took. See? And then you can set it as your background, your profile background, when you're at your profile. You can delete it from your PS4 system. Now this, depending on when you take the picture, it will say either upload or unlist from public. Now it's already been uploaded because my creations has been publicly uploaded already. But if you take pictures before you publish it, this will say update or upload. When you click on it and you upload it, the picture will get uploaded. So when people go into your creation, it will appear here. And also, it's the pictures that appear on indreams.me. So if you share your creations through social media and whatnot, they won't see any of the pictures unless you have actually uploaded them. I don't have any pictures that I know of that I can upload to show you. Let's see. I don't know if any of these have any. Let's see. Photos. Let's just take it. Yeah, I think all these have been. Oh, there you go. See, it says upload. So I click on that. Now it's been uploaded. So if I go to indreams.me, this picture will be there now. Okay. So I suggest make sure all your photos are uploaded. Another thing, this is where you come to change the text. See, my original creation, control list included, 6 basic. At least they have an idea of what it is when they go to click on it. There's also tags. These tags will help. Make sure you tag as much as you can for whatever it is that you're doing. So there's all the basic tags that are here already that you can pick from. But say there's, you wanted to get the point across of what it is, but there's no tag associated with it, you can go to add tags and create your own. So like all my newer creations all had this tag, original creation, because it's an original creation that I created. And I made one to say wizard, because there is no wizard tag, magic, because there's no magic. On my scorpion, I did insect, scorpion, and multi-legged, and original creation. So if someone goes into Dream Surfing and they type in any of these tags for what they're looking for, it will appear. Not that you're just limited to just these, because some of these will not cover what it is that you're actually working on. And I've seen it where people, type in something and they get no results because it doesn't fall into this category of different tags. That's why it's always good to add your own. Yeah, it takes care of that. Something else, actually, I'll go back into him. Something else I wanted to show too. When you create a game and you have a character of your own, if it's a game, I would suggest when you get your main character set up, under the control sensor, the 5th tab under the imp, force possession. So what this does is the minute I enter into your dream, your creation, I automatically possess it. There's been numerous instances where I'll go into a game and I'm waiting for the game to start only to realize that I have to actually physically possess the character. I and many others rather just jump right in and become the character and do what we got to do, not actually have to possess them ourselves. I know it's something trivial, but it plays a big part in your game. You could do other things too. So like if you have just a sculpture, I know some people have done it where they created a sculpture, but they used a puppet to get, I guess, the basic features to sculpt off of. You could do non-possessable, because I've actually seen that where it was a sculpture but I was able to possess it, and I pretty much broke the sculpture because I'm not meant to possess it. I'm only meant to look at it. So that's something you might want to look into. Um, but yeah, definitely make sure it's force possessed. You can also, like on this character, O button, circle button is default set to depossess. I took that off because at no point do I want to depossess him. I want to become him and use him. So I got rid of that as well. Another thing, since we're on that subject, oops, when you're doing uh, cameras, this has happened to me many times. I've seen when playing under the camera, under the imp, disable control sensor input. So if you have a cinematic that's going on, and because it's triggered by a trigger zone, as I'm the character, which I have seen, you're walking forward, you trigger a cinematic, but because you're still walking forward, it ends the cinematic, or you don't get the full feeling of the cinematic because you're still able to control your character. I would suggest in most instances to disable the controller sensor. So that way, if I walk into the trigger zone, it shows the cinematic and it won't cut it short, it won't break it. I get to see the view of the camera and everything else because I can't control anything. Once the transition or the cinematic is over, then you'll be able to control them again. It's only during when this camera is being used through the transition or angle or whatever it is that you're showcasing. Now, if you're doing like a short movie or a trailer or anything like that, I would suggest hide imps. Because nothing pulls away more from watching a great cinematic and you got your imp flying around the screen because it's still there. And then even if you try to hide it off to the screen, we all know we see that. Remember, press and hold to recenter your imp. We all know how annoying that is. So I would definitely suggest on hiding the imps if it's some type of short story. I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to cover these couple things. I know a lot of people have been talking about how they're not getting noticed that much. Hopefully, a lot of the tips I just gave to you will help. I know they helped me because there was a lot of things that I was just showing you guys that I didn't do when I first started. And within the Dreams community, these are a lot of things that people have picked up on as little issues, I guess you want to say, that they picked up, a little bit of a nuisance, I guess. So hopefully if you do this, you'll get more views, more likes, and people will follow you and your creations a little bit more. All right.